The one thing we do know for a fact, without a doubt, is that for some reason Shinx is not in the opening trailer. Game Freak, tread carefully now. If God gets mad at you, I can't contain his wrath. Alright, so what's good, y'all? Soul here, and welcome back to my story mode. So, as we all know by now, the trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is completely out. They were very subtle about how much they were going to show off for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, given all of the things that are happening in the world right now, so, you know, just a way to pay respects. However, because of that very reason, that means that there's probably a lot of information that not a lot of people necessarily know a lot about. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I want to talk about a lot of the things that we do know, but things that you may have missed because they were just kind of quietly floating around on the internet. So I'm thinking, hey, why not bring a couple of these things to light, because it's very easy to miss a lot of these extra screenshots and some of these very subtle hints about things that may actually happen or be available within the game. Considering that it's still very early in the year, there's a very good chance that we'll end up doing a part 2 of this down the line, considering that we probably won't get a lot of information until very late in the year, probably not even until E3. And you know, that's even if they decide to give us anything for E3, because E3 has been very wishy-washy. But I digress, that's enough about that. Let's start talking about everything that we know so far regarding Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So the first most crucial thing that everybody noticed right off the bat when they first posted everything is that this game is supposed to be open world. It's very clear to me that these games run on the exact same engine as Pokemon Legends. And frankly, that seems very promising given the fact that Pokemon Legends is possibly the most open world game that we've ever had from Pokemon. However, it's very clear here that the Alpha team has had a little bit more time to work with the engine as opposed to the team that was building Pokemon Legends. So that just generally means that they possibly had a little more time to perfect mechanics that weren't as perfect in Pokemon Legends, including the kinks in the overworld. In pretty much any post where they put up the trailer for Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, you can see that they use the exact words open world. So for the most part, I think it's safe to assume that a lot of us came to the conclusion that it was going to work exactly like Pokemon Legends. However, in another post, they put the exact words. Various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. You'll be able to see the Pokemon of this region in the skies, in the seas, in the forests, on the streets, all over. I have a gut feeling that they didn't just use the word seamlessly lightly like that. I have to assume when they say that means that there's going to be little to no loading times going in between towns and the wilderness. Which means that we're casually rolling in between areas just like we did in, let's say, Breath of the Wild. I know, I'm sorry, I'm fully aware that Breath of the Wild is not the only open world game. How about we say Elden Ring? I don't know, I haven't played Elden Ring, I can't confirm that, but for the sake of this, let's just say that. Anyway, moving on. Also, from the description that I just read, and frankly just at a glance from the trailer, you can see that Pokemon are very active and very lively around this world. In this case, they seem a lot more lively, just chilling on wires and just roaming around city streets and things like that. I think that's pretty neat. Makes the world feel alive. We also have NPCs. NPCs are just walking around. We have never had walking NPCs in Pokemon Legends for some reason. So that's fun. Anyway, let's move on. From what it looks like, it appears that Pokemon Home is going to be available right off the bat. Obviously, for cheating purposes, we're most likely not going to have access to it in-game until we reach a certain point, but it'll be there for us to use when we reach that point. There's a picture floating around of Lucario fighting Hisui and Zoroark, which means that when we do have access to Pokemon Home, we'll be able to move over, most likely, all of our Hisuian Pokemon to utilize in online battles in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And frankly, that is straight up awesome, because I fully plan to absolutely abuse Zoroark. Do not doubt me. Moving along, the next big thing that you can clearly see is that wherever this region is, it's obviously based off of Spain. It's funny, I say obviously, but I actually had no idea because I know nothing about Spain. I've never been over there. I know nothing about it. But, you know, I'm gonna assume that it's pretty, because I get the feeling that this game's gonna look really pretty, for the most part. And then the final thing, the starter Pokemon. We have all of their names, their types, and everything like that. I'm gonna read them off to you. And I'm going to immediately apologize in advance if I butcher any of their names. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I will do my best. Bear with me. So first, we have Sprigatito, the grass cat Pokemon with the ability Overgrow, the capricious, attention-seeking grass cat Pokemon. As of this moment, this is the Pokemon that I would like to pick. However, their final evolutions may very much change that, so we'll talk about that in another video very soon. Next, we have Fuecoco, the fire croc Pokemon with the ability Blaze. It says, the laid-back fire croc Pokemon that does things at its own pace. At first, I thought this Pokemon looked absolutely ridiculous. Now, it is adorable, and if it ever got hurt, I would hurt everybody in this room and then myself, because he is adorable. If he evolves into a firefighting type, I'm going to fight everybody at Game Freak Incorporated. I will go out of my way to whoop some serious ass. Do not test me. And finally, we have Quaxly, the water-type duckling Pokemon. It's an earnest and tidy duckling Pokemon, and its ability is Torrent, so once again, we have the generic starter abilities. Okay, fine, whatever. I have seen complete absolute discourse when it comes to this duck. He looks like Josuke. He looks like Donald Duck. Nobody can pinpoint exactly what, because he looks like nothing and everything. But I like him. He's cute to me. As far as water types go, I don't think he's the worst. He's definitely not the best. We will see what his evolutions bring, because that may change my mind entirely. But anyway, for the most part, I think that just about safely wraps up everything that we know for the most part regarding Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. I kind of want to talk more about the starter Pokemon, but I think I'm going to save that for the next video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But for the most part, I think that overall this game has a lot of potential to bring us a lot of good things for Pokemon. Hopefully they take their time with it within this next year to develop it so that we have a very high quality Pokemon game on our hands again. If Legends was like crack to us, dude, imagine having competitive. Oh man, it's gonna be an absolute mess. Also, it just occurred to me that abilities are back again. That's huge. I didn't even think about that. They're just here again. We just skipped the game and now abilities are here, but with these mechanics. I'm super interested to see how that flows, but we'll play it by ear. But anyhow, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic on to you guys. What do you guys think about all the given information? Do you think that it's cool? Do you think that it's lame? Do you have any information that I may have missed or that not a lot of people have talked about? Maybe you could bring it up in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I'm always down there with you guys without a doubt. But either way, that's going to do it for this one. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And with that, I'm outro. Thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor, taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!